Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this week episode I will show you how you can change the brake pads to a Volkswagen Passat from 2007. It's my friend car, Jimmy calls him.
Hello guys.
First of all, we're gonna remove the wheel, and then I will show you step by step how is the procedure. You can do it by yourself at home without paying extra money, but pay attention that we are not mechanics, we are engineers as profession, and we easily understand how the technical stuff works. So if you think it will be hard for you, it's better to go to a professional mechanic, because the brake system is an important system to a car, and for sure you don't want to have any kind of trouble. Okay guys, we're gonna start by removing the wheel. But first of all, we have a teeth protection, which is looking like this. Every car have a different one with a different tooth. So this is going here, and this is preventing the teeth to steal your wheels. We may have to remove the braking motor, and the braking motor have a screw right here underneath. So it's here between this and this. I will show you a little bit later when I am gonna open it. For this you need a 30T key. So to remove the electric engine, then you have another screw over there, the little one over here. Okay, this one. And for this you need a bit longer key. So the position is not the ideal one, but I have managed to put the key there. Now I will open it nice and slowly. Like this. So this is the bad guy. We remove it as well. Okay, to remove the electric motor, you just now slide it out. We put it somewhere here, and now we're gonna use a T8 key or M8 key and put it here back, and then we're gonna screw it until the braking motor is going back, because the braking piston is going back, because the braking piston is also hydraulic but also electric. So before to push it with the press, we have to screw this back on the IKEA. Okay, to do this operation you have to insert the key over here, and now slowly So now everything we have to do is to remove the brake caliper, this one, and to do this we have a screw over here, this one, and over here one down. Where is the key? You need a 30mm key to remove this one, and then you can access the brake caliper. now I have full access to the brake caliper. We slide it off, and now we're going to use press to press the cylinder back after we took this with the key all back. So I think you can remove the caliper and unscrew it after you take it down, and not losing time to do it when it's on the car. So now we are using this press to move the piston back. Try to fit it in the middle as much you can, and now everything we have to do is to screw by the press. Sorry about this. So the piston should slide easily in. When you do this, you have to pay attention to the rubber sealing to not be damaged, because otherwise the piston will rust and all the system will not go.
And you also lose brake fluid. I'm sure you don't want to do that.
So to remove the brake pad, the only thing you have to do, you have to slide it out. Okay, up and down. It's the same system on the back side. You slide it out. Now we're gonna make a difference between the old brake pad and the new brake pad. So this is the difference of the thickness, and this is how we look. So it's kind of a big difference. All the thickness of this, including the back metal, it's like half of the thickness of the braking pad for the new one. As well, we have a replacement for the guidance of the braking pads, which you only have to slide it down or up, depends by which side it is. Okay, it's looking like this, but we have new ones in the replacement set, which are new and shiny. To put it on the place, you only have to put it in and then to push it up for the upper one, and to push it down for the down side one. Okay. Okay. Now to remove every squeeze by friction metal to metal, we're going to apply some grease on the edge of the brake calipers. Or the brake pads. So before you put the braking pad, the new braking pad, and also the caliper back, it's good to check if the guiding screws are working and sliding easy, and also to inspect the rubber sealing and see if this is deteriorated or it's good. It looks that everything is good. And then we have to insert the braking pads. I will put the back one at first, and I will explain you the process, because it's much easier in the front. Okay, to put the brake pad, here we have some small guidance, okay, which are looking like this. So when you are putting the new braking pad, you have to put it down and up like this, and when you push it straight and not trying to insert first pin in and then the second one. So now you only have to push it. So as you can see, now one is in and one is out, so we'll never gonna get in. So now you only have to push it. Maybe it will take a few minutes for you, but it's not a very complicated job to do. Now we put the brake caliper back. And for this we have 2 new screws in the replacement set, which also have some Loctite on the edge of the screw that will prevent unscrewing. First I will put it by hand. I will tie them as much as I can by hand, and then I will just use a key. So now we have to fix the electric motor back with one screw, which is here, right here, and another one which is there down underneath, the shiny one. I put them by hand, and now I will screw them with the key. Here will be a little bit difficult to screw everything if you are not elevating the car, as in our situation, but I suggest you to put the screw, also the torque, and also this cylindric key all together and try to put it in, and then to put the wrench. It will be much easier, or it was easier in our case. Tighten just enough, not too much, because otherwise you will break this plastic part from the brake caliper, which was happening on the other side. Now we're gonna put some copper grease here to prevent the alloy wheel to stuck on the braking disc. This is recommended. It's not necessary or mandatory, but it's recommended. And after that, because this is a grease, we're gonna clean the braking discs with a cleaning fluid.
You can also use WD-40, very good.
And then we're gonna put the wheel back. So we put all the screws in, and we screw it in by hand as much we could, and now we put the car down and we're gonna tight every single screw. So this is it, guys. I hope you like it and enjoy it, and it might be helpful for you. If you like it and enjoy it, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell if you want to see other good videos that it can help you to save money and do some nice stuff at home. Thank you very much.